Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for April 13th, 2023. Roll call.
Val Gomez,
Present.
William Allen, Weena Guzman.
Present.
Okay, we do have a quorum. On our agenda, we have the regular meeting minutes of Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, but I wasn't at that meeting, and we need two people to vote for it. So we're gonna table this and put it on next meeting's agenda. We have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda is Civil Engage Renewal Agreement for Multimedia. This is a website maintenance for the year. We do have an email from Steve Segura, Director of Multimedia. They paid for the website already. This will be a year-long fee moving forward for hosting and maintenance. The amount is $5,070. Are there any questions or comments on this maintenance
None.
agreement?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the request from Multimedia with Civic Engage Renewal.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have NWI Property Preservation LLC is for Public Works. This is a proposal for the update of the Controller's Office Women's Bathroom. I think everybody in the building knows it's quite a mess. The floors are buckling and the walls are cracking. There was a leak in the wall. So this is a complete remake, and it's for $15,400. Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve NWI Properties proposal to Public Works for the Controller's Office.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have Standard Equipment Street Sweeper Rental from Public Works. We do have a letter from Public Works Vehicle Maintenance, Jalen Johnson. Attached, you'll find a proposal that we're asking for approval on for approval for in the amount of $12,750 for an emergency street sweeper rental for a month. Currently, Public Works has 3 Elgin Pelican street sweepers. Unfortunately, 2 of them have gone down and are being repaired. Our spring cleanup program started on the 3rd of April. Extra street sweepers needed. Any questions or comments on this emergency request?
No, it's a great idea.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion we approve the Public Works request with
Second.
Standard Equipment, the amount of $12,750 a month.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have also from Public Works, Great Lakes 2023 rates for Public Works. This is their labor rate of $110 an hour and with a not to exceed of $10,000. Any questions or comments on this, on labor rate for Great Lakes Distributing?
Now, what do they do?
I'm not sure. I see on the bottom there they have a safe, effective, disinfectant, and sanitizer. And they're on the EP list. They might be the ones where they disinfect.
I'm getting them confused with the ones that do the planting.
Oh, no, these aren't.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion we approve Great Lakes Distributing proposal.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from Divine Landscaping, the 2023 rates for Public Works, not to exceed $50,000. This is for hours of de-weeding. Their price per hour per person, which is $60 per hour, and their service of disposal of all debris, weeds, and branches per truck, which would be $275 as needed. Like I said, it's not to exceed of $50,000. Any questions or comments?
None.
I'd make a motion we approve Divine Landscaping and Property Management's proposal with Public Works.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll move on. We have another proposal from Divine Landscaping. This is for mulch installation at the marina. This is for $5,760, and it is for mulch installation at the marina for 4 persons at $60 per hour. And that's about it. Install 30 to 40 yards of mulch in marina area, not to exceed 3 working days. Any questions or comments?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve Divine Landscaping's proposal for the marina for mulch.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from AmeriClean, the commercial duct cleaning proposal. This is for here at City Hall. This is for commercial duct cleaning. As a lot of people know, Mechanical Concept has been doing improvements to our heating and cooling system, and this has caused a lot of debris to be blown in the duct system, and it's causing sort of like health problems to the employees here at City Hall. So the proposal is for $33,420 plus an additional $2,959 to apply a encapsulating spray in the interior ductwork for a total of $33,420.27. Any questions or comments?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve AmeriClean's proposal for City Hall.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, we have 8 outstanding invoices. I'll read each one, and at the end, we'll make one motion to pass them all. The first one is from Gateway Triangle with Public Works. They have one late invoice dated 1/31/2023 in the amount of $56. The reason is they needed a new purchase order to process the payment. They received the new purchase order, and they're ready to process. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to the next late invoice. This is with Mako Collision. It's also for Public Works. They have a late invoice dated 1/19/2023 in the amount of $3,456.43. The explanation, Mako Collision updated their system. Therefore, we received their invoice late. Any questions or comments on this late
No.
invoice?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Next one is from Runyon Equipment Company. This is for late invoice dated 1/13/2023, and the amount is $6,523.24. The explanation is, by mistake, purchase order had the wrong remit address and vendor name. Needed to update the purchase order with the correct vendor to start the payment process. And this is with Public Works. Any questions or comments on
No.
this? There'll be no further questions or comments. We'll move on to the next one. Next one is from Cintas with the Fire Department. They have 3 late invoices, one dated 1/4/2023, 1/10/2023, and 1/17/2023, for a total of $102.62. Explanation, additional charges were not on the original invoice. Additional charges added after original invoice was paid. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. The next one is with Daktronics. There's a late invoice from 10/29/21, and the amount is $2,986. The explanation is, this invoice is for the installation of the communications equipment for the scoreboard that was installed as part of Block Stadium project. The services included were in addition for the scoreboard and audio system and may have been overlooked prior to the project. PO had been closed out. IT is going to process these additional services as part of the communications at Block Stadium. Any questions or comments on this
No.
late invoice?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, we'll move on to the next invoice. Next invoice is from Robinson Engineering. This is for the engineering department. They have 4 late invoices from 12/15/22, 11/21/22, 12/15/22, 1/26/23. Total amount is $72,208.50. The reason is engineering department received the invoice on time. However, we had to wait for a supplemental to be approved prior to processing. Services have been rendered and invoices should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, we'll move on to the next invoice. This is also from engineering department. This is with Reef Riley. It is dated 11/29/22. The amount is $88,277.51. Reason, engineering department received the invoice on 3/29/23. However, we had to wait for the engineer of the project to review and ensure the invoice accuracy. Services have been rendered and invoices should be processed. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one. I believe it's the last one. It's from Star Uniform of the Police Department. We have 13 late invoices with Star Uniform. They are all dated from 8/31/22 through 11/30/2022. There are 13 invoices, and the total amount is $42. $4,342.99. The explanation was the invoices listed below are for uniform items for police officers. They were directed to the wrong email. A purchase order was on hand for all of these invoices prior to purchase. Any questions or comments on this late invoice? There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the 8 aforementioned outstanding invoices to be processed.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next one we have is from LexiPod. This is a pod. This is a renewal. This is a renewal of their annual law enforcement procedures. We do have a letter from the department. Please review the attached agreement for the Chicago Police Department. This renewal subscription is for LexiPod, annual law enforcement procedures, law enforcement supplemental manuals, and policy manual and daily training bulletins. Its purpose and function is to inform the EC Police Administration of new legal updates so they can change and update policies and procedures as necessary. This regulation manual holds law enforcement policies and procedures and is a guideline for all officers. Any questions or comments on this renewal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve LexiPod proposal to the police department.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from the fire department, we have the 2023 surplus list. We do have a letter from the chief. I would like to declare the following items surplus. These items are obsolete or non-repairable. He did include a list. The list includes various 4 types of air packs, several different types of hose, and then there is furniture, metal file cabinet, and some outdated equipment, smoke ejector, poly, overpack, sprayer, and there also is their fire safety trailer, which is out of service and non-repairable. So most of these items are retired and be salvaged. All the hose that has leaks, and the other ones are just obsolete. Any questions or comments on the request for surplus?
No.
There being no further questions, I'd like to make a motion we approve the fire department's request to deem items surplus.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next we have from Interstate Power System. This is for repairs. This is from the fire department. A letter from the chief. Please consider my request to approve repair for engine 2713. Interstate Power Systems has identified several issues regarding. Attached you'll find estimates and total costs of $13,932. We have located available funds in repairs and maintenance of equipment account, and their account, it's actually one of their own budget accounts. Are there any questions or comments on this request for repair?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the request from Interstate Powers to repair engine 2713.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from Columbia Lock and Key. This is also from the Fire Department. We have a quote from Captain Ron Berger. He's a Central Station Maintenance and Building Officer, and this is for replacing the locks at the station and upgrading the locks. And the total amount is $5,781.60. Any questions or comments on this request?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve Columbian Lock and Key's proposal to the fire department for $5,781.60.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from Divine Landscaping and Snow Removal. This is for the fire department. And this is a request to approve landscaping renovations for Station 4. This is from the chief, Damon Carpenter. After reviewing the area outside, we determined the current landscaping was exhibiting definite signs of dilapidation. Attached, you'll find the estimates from two vendors, Divine Landscaping and the second one is C&T Landscaping. Divine's was for $11,365. C&T Landscaping was for $17,969. So they're going with the lowest one. Any questions or comments on this
No.
proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve Divine's landscaping proposal for station number 4 for $11,365.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from special events, we have JLM Productions. JLM Productions they're the ones that set up the stage and sound for different events. They have a proposal for setting up the first proposal is for setting up the RNS Fest on June 17th at Washington Park. That would be for $3,875. Second one is for the Salsa Fest, July 8th at Washington Park. That would be for $4,175. And we have the Kielbasa Fest at Koski Park. That would be $6,995. We have the Marnik event, August 16th at Koski Park, $3,250. And the Senior Citizen Christmas, that would be December 6th at Heritage Hall. That would be $7,900. That would be for $18,295 total for those. The second is for Fusic Fest, which is a 3-day event, and that would be for $32,430 for a total of $50,725. The only difference is the first 5 are coming out of their special events funding, and the one for Fusic Fest, the $32,430, will come out of our seated fund. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve J&M production costs for staging and setting up the sound systems for these aforementioned events.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from special events also. This is from Natalie Adams. I believe she's the president of Special Events Committee. We have pest control service agreement, exterior parks to do May through September for special events. This includes a Rhythm and Soul event, Salsa in the Park, Fusic Fest, Kielbasa Fest, Marnik, and 3 movie nights. The amount for this proposal will be $4,400. And this agreement is with Pest Control Service agreement with Proper Pest Control out of Hobart, Indiana. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve Pest Control Service, Proper Pest Control proposal for $4,400. God, that's like a tongue twister. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have, also from special events, this is from Director Natty Adams. On Wednesday, August 30th, 2023, the band Heavy will perform at the Seniors on the Lake event. Location at the Marina in East Chicago. The event is started at 11 o'clock and 1 p.m. Heavy will perform approximately two one-hour sets. The amount of this, and we do have the contract here included in their proposal, will be for $2,150. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve the musical group Heavy's proposal for Senior on the Lake.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from Christmas Decor by Servicescape. This is a purchase red and cool white LED bulb mini lights for 50 trees, which include 13,200 lights. Oh, wow. This is for labor, travel, installation to take down and also to take down afterwards. And the amount of this will be for $11,985. I believe this is a service we do every year.
Yeah.
So this was Christmas Decor by Servicescape. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve this proposal in the amount of $11,985.30.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from Service Sanitation. They provide portable restroom services for the different events. We have a proposal by dates for the events on Saturday, June 17, Sunday, June 18th. This would be for $885. The next one is for, let's see. The next one is for the dates of July 8th, July 9th. This would also be for $885. This is for Salsa Fest. The first one was for Rhythm and Soul Fest. Okay, the third one is for Fusic Fest. This is for August 3rd, Thursday. Then we have August 5th, August 6th. And this would be, and also August 7th for $3,185. And then we also have for Calabasa Fest, that would be for $950. That's for August 19th. And they include the August 20th for pickup. And for Monarch Fest, they have September 16 and September 17 in the amount of $445. Any questions or comments on service stations? No?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion. We approve Service Sanitation's proposals with special events for all these scheduled events.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from Just for Jump Carnival Rides. We have Just for Jump Carnival Rides to be used for 3 days at Fusic Fest, Friday, August 4th, Saturday, August 5th, and Sunday, August 6th. Leasing the carnival rides for the youth that will be attending Fusic Fest. 3 separate checks will be needed to be printed out, one for each day. The total amount of this rental will be for $46,499.73. It'll be paid out of our seated fund. And we do have the agreement attached here. Are there any questions or comments on this four jump carnival rides?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve this proposal with the aforementioned companies on the aforementioned days.
Second.
Second?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have another agreement with Vela LLC. This is Blue Jill K. and La Familia. This is for agent services agreement with Louis Serrano, Lexus Hall DBA Vela LLC contractor. Contractor acknowledges that his, left out the H, his experience in booking and arranging for his entertainment for the Entertainment Music Fest Sunday, August 6th, La Familia Enterprises. This is for $30,240. The breakdown is $28,000 for the artist contract and an additional $2,040 for Mr. Serrano's fee for booking this act, which is a percentage of 8%. Any questions or comments on this agreement?
It's, the booking fee is $2,240, correct?
Yes, did I say it wrong?
I
2,000?
thought you said 2,040.
Oh, sorry, 2,000, thank you, 2,240. For a total of 30,240. Any other questions or comments?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve this Vela LLC's proposal with special events.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next, we have a donation check, and this is from Tradebi, and it is for $10,000. And this is for special, East Chicago special events, and there's a sponsorship form which has different levels. They chose the silver level, which is for $10,000. And I don't think it's for any particular event, they just donate, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have received the check, and it's a requirement we take it before the board and put it on the record. I don't believe a motion is necessary for this.
No, I don't
Right.
think we've motion
Pardon me?
passed. No, you're right.
Okay,
Just, yeah, notification.
okay, so we have it on the record and the minutes. Okay, next on our agenda, we have Richardson Disposal, a notice to proceed. The contractor, Richardson Disposal, out of 620 10th Place, Gary, Indiana. The work and task project is a demolition of 2106 through 2120 East Columbus Drive. And I said, this is a notice to proceed for demo. Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve the notice to proceed for Richardson Disposal.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, we have from Gateway Business Systems, printer for planning department. This is a new copier service maintenance agreement, and this is for the printer that was just purchased for the planning department. We did get the proposal from Deborah Gritter. She is our planning director. And so the service agreement, the cost is based on the usage of the printer with there's a fee for black and white and a fee for color. And it's our standard agreement for all printers, Konica printers. Any questions or comments?
No.
Being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the new copier service agreement for the planning department.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have a conveyance and MOU with the City of Chicago and Redevelopment Commission and the EC Urban Enterprise. This conveyance agreement, it deals primarily with the property of the city. It's the ECRD, that's the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission, owns property within the City of Chicago, commonly known as 3727 Main Street, East Chicago, Indiana. The ECUEA, after review and inspection of the property, established a plan to use the property as a small business incubator to aid small businesses within the city. So the East Chicago Redevelopment Department has determined that the highest and best use of the subject real property is to convey and transfer the property to the ECUEA. Whereas the ECUEA, in consideration of this transfer, shall make available $736,000 to the city to be used and directed at the discretion of the city. Whereas the city, the ECRDU, that's Redevelopment Department, and ECUEA all wish to enter into this mutual conveyance agreement and memorandum of understanding to memorize the general terms and conditions under which the parties agree. The main issues in the main understanding, the main terms are that the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission shall transfer the building at 3727 Main Street in East Chicago to the ECUEA, and the ECUEA shall accept the transfer of the property from East Chicago Redevelopment Commission. The ECUEA shall make available $736,000 to the city to be held by ECUEA, but available for withdrawal or use by the city at the city's sole discretion. That transfer of property, although in consideration for the funds, shall not wait for the funds to be made available to the city and shall be transferred to ECUEA upon agreement of all parties of this conveyance agreement and memorandum of understanding. That upon the transfer of the property from ECRD Redevelopment Development to ECUEA, the ECUEA shall have sole authority and discretion regarding the future development and use of the property, and shall not be subject to requirements from the city or EC Redevelopment Commission other than those normally placed upon private landowners pursuant to city ordinance and state law. So I guess the main thing is we're going to transfer the property. They're going to give us $736,000, but they're not required to give it to us right away, so the transfer can go forward. Are there any questions or comments on this conveyance agreement?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I can make a motion. We approve this conveyance agreement between the City of East Chicago, City of East Chicago Redevelopment Commission, and East Chicago Urban Enterprise Association.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have from Employee Report Service Agreement. This is from HR. This is the company that does the background checks for pre-hiring. There's various types of, in their proposal, various types of tests they could give or background checks. And one thing that, I did find out later, there was no not to exceed, and I checked with HR, and it told me the not to exceed is $5,000. So we're going to have to add on to the signed proposal. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
Okay. And the name of the company is Employee Reports. So there be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion. We approve the proposal from Employee Reports with HR Department.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have Resolution 2023-06. This is for Tolbert and Tolbert. It's a resolution of the Chicago Board of Public Works authorizing the modification of the city's contract for legal services for Tolbert and Tolbert. Where the board previously authorized and approved a proposal for Tolbert and Tolbert, which established a cap of fees in the amount of $60,000. Whereas the board now desires to extend the cap in the contract by an amount not to exceed a sum of $150,000. Therefore, be resolved that by the Chicago Board of Public Works that Tolbert and Tolbert contract be modified so as to allow payment for these services of an additional $150,000, subject to submission and itemized statements approved by the City Controller and the Common Council. Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve Resolution 2023-06.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Okay, next we have several resolutions with quick claim deeds and sales disclosures. We have resolutions number 2023-07 through 2023-011. All the resolutions are identical, so I'm going to read the proposals from the one. The resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works establishing terms and conditions for the transfer of certain properties owned by the City of East Chicago to the Chicago Department of Redevelopment. Okay, whereas IC Code 36-1-11 prescribes the manner of disposal and conveyance of real property by public political subdivisions, including municipal departments, and whereas IC 36-1-11-8 provides that such entities may transfer or exchange property on terms and conditions and for consideration as evidence by adoption of substantially identical resolutions by such entities. And whereas the City of East Chicago, acting through its Board of Public Works, desires to convey and transfer the subject property to the Department of Redevelopment without monetary consideration, therefore be resolved by the Board of Public Works of the City of East Chicago that the City of East Chicago shall convey and transfer without consideration the above described real estate as particularly described on the attached quitclaim deeds to the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment. Be further resolved that the Board President be and hereby authorized to execute a deed substantially conforming to the documents attached and conveying such property to the Department of Redevelopment along with the appropriate sales disclosure forms. And as I mentioned, these resolutions are resolution 2023-07 to 2023-11. And the aforementioned properties are, for the record, from Resolution 07, 513 School, from Resolution 2023-08, 412 Liberty, from Resolution 2023-09, 410 Lilac, 417 Grove, 509 Grove Street, 509 School Street. From Resolution 2023-10, 405 Spring Street, 407 Spring Street, 420 Spring Street, 416 Spring Street, and 409 Prospect Street. From Resolution 2023-11, 413 Prospect Street, 415 Prospect Street, 418 Prospect Street, 420 Prospect Street, and 402 Prospect Street. As I mentioned, these will all be transferred from the city to the city's Department of Redevelopment. Any questions or comments on resolutions 2023-07 through 2023-11?
No.
There being no further questions, I'd like to make a motion. We approve the aforementioned resolutions and for the aforementioned properties.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Okay, next we come to recommendations for Project 5, Project 6, and Project 7. We have the recommendations. Project 5 would be GenStar for $99,792. For Project 6, also GenStar for $99,462. For Project 7, Permaseal for $105,247.
How much is the project number 6?
6, $99,460. No?
94,941.
Yeah, okay, there was a,
Yeah, there's an error.
there are two different ones. So it's 94,941.
It's the lowest, yeah.
Okay, there's a little difference there, but we're okay. Okay, are there any,
Okay, the project number 5 is for GenStar, 99,792.
92?
The
And
project
pro-
number 6, 94,941.
Okay,
The
and,
project number 7 is for Permaseal, 105,247.
right, okay,
Okay?
those are correct. And on the individual sheet, it was the right price. Okay, any questions or comments on these recommendations?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the three recommendations, aforementioned recommendations.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, Julio. Okay, next we have a proposal from Northwest Industrial Specialist. This is from engineering. This is for a 175 8x36 double-sided aluminum sign, white on red, engineer grade reflective, no holes, laminated, rounded, to read per customer street name. And these are at $59, unit price $59.99. And this is 5 each of each. We do have a list of 35 different streets, and engineer would like to order 5 of each street name, sign found below. Like I said, there's 35 different street names. The total will be for $10,498.25. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I would like to make a motion, we approve the proposal from Northwest Industrial Specialists for engineering for signs.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we have a proposal from Electrical Resource Management Company. This is for replacement. This is for 210 poles per Belmont Drawing, number IL39958 2P1-1. Let's see. This is the purchase, so purchasing of 210 new light poles for Indianapolis Boulevard from 152nd Street to Columbus Drive. Installation is not included. Poles are made out of steel, have 2 light fixtures, GFI outlets, and arms for hanging baskets and banners. So this is just for the poles. This is not for installation, right? I think. Okay. And the total price will be $2,352,426.30. Any questions or comments? And this is that major Annapolis Boulevard
Yes.
project. And this is a combined city, state, and there's also federal money involved in this. Any questions or comments?
No question.
There being no
comment.
further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the proposal with Electric Resource Management and the City of East Chicago Engineering Department.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay, next we come to right-of-way applications from engineering. We have, yeah, we're at the end, right? Okay. We have Board of Public Works permit applications number 23-04462 through 23-04465. Any questions or comments on these Board of Public Works permit applications?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we approve the aforementioned permit applications.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. I believe that concludes new business. We have no other business on our agenda. Our next regular meeting will be Thursday, April 27th, 2023 at 4:30 p.m. That concludes all our items on today's agenda. Entertain a motion for adjournment.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.